YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis. Of course, on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Detroit Pistons beat the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown had a chance to win the game with 4.4 seconds on the clock. He took a mid-range jumper that almost went in, but it didn't. Pistons not mad about it because they got the win. 31-10 is their record. 18-4 at home. 26-16 is now the Celtics record, and they're 14-9 on the road. Celtics won the first quarter 29-26. Detroit won the second quarter 33-22. Celtics won the third quarter 31-25. And then the Celtics won the fourth quarter 21-20. But since they lost the other quarter by a couple, they only won it. They ended up losing it by one. Sam Hauser did what he needed to do. 27 minutes, 16.6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. You know that's what he's trying to do, but he finds ways to get open. He finds ways to get him to go down. Really efficient from him tonight. Even got the drives to go for him in this one. 4 rebounds and the assists. No turnovers. 4 personal fouls and a +2 and plus minus. Kata, he had played 28 minutes. He had 10 points. It's always good to see him in double figures. But he didn't really do it because he finished in the paint. He did it because he got to the free throw line and went 8 of 10 from the free throw line. And then he scored in the paint for 1 shot and missed the other. He also had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 3 steals, and a block. 4 personal fouls, 1 offensive rebound, and a +15 and plus minus. The defense was definitely there the entire game from both teams. They made it hard. They made it difficult. A lot of fouls was called also because of the physicality of both teams wanting to win. Derek White played 38 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 1 of 11 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3, and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He can have games like this, but he don't really have it as bad as only making 1 shot. But if he struggles scoring or shooting the ball, he was rushing and forcing some shots, not getting them off good or not getting them off cleanly, and took some bad ones too. It can be nice like this when he struggles and the whole team can just collapse because of that. 9 rebounds and 5 assists, 1 turnover, 2 blocks. He did have 5 offensive rebounds out of the 9. That extra effort and extra energy is always needed, especially when you're causing a lot of the misses too. 1 personal foul in the +9 and plus minus. Jaylen Brown had to work hard for his 30 in this one. 39 minutes ended up being the most on the team. He took the most shots with 28. He kind of has to, if you want me to be honest, especially the way Derek White played offensively and how Kata was playing. Somebody had to find teammates. Somebody had to get the attention. Somebody had to put the ball in the basket. 11 of 28 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. And then he had 11 rebounds. You know, like every time the ball missed, so it was always falling right to him in this game. So he finished with a double-double. He did only have 2 assists, and he did get 4 turnovers. But he also had a block, 4 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus minus. And then Peyton Pritchard, he was always in the right spot at the right time and finding ways to get open or good looks. I didn't have too much of a problem with how he played. He played 34 minutes, had 17 points. He was 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Xavier Tillman, 2 minutes. He missed his only shot. He didn't do anything other than that, and he finished as a -2 and plus minus. He did play 2 minutes. Ain't much to do when you do that. Gonzalez played 2 minutes. He didn't do much either, but get a personal foul, was a -2 and plus minus. Luka Garza had a lot of open looks. He finished 3 of 8 from the field. I didn't really like that, but he also went 2 of 5 from 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 10 points. He actually was the only guy off the bench to score in double figures in points. He also led the team in rebounds off the bench with 5. He also had 2 turnovers. And 2 offensive rebounds and 4 personal fouls, and he finished as a -8. I feel like he could have defended better. I feel like he could have did a lot more things better in this one, even with the shots that he was missing. Close games, you do need guys, especially role players, to step up, because even Anthony Simons, he played 25 minutes. He only had 9. He's usually a guy that's going to give you double figures, not so much in this one. He finished 4 of 11 from the field and 1 of 6 from 3. 3 rebounds and 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a -13 and plus minus for him. And all the starters did get a rebounder more, and they all got an assist or more, and they all played really good. But Baylor Shireman, he played 15 minutes. He only had 3 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field. It was all 3-point attempts. He also had a rebound and an assist. He also had 1 steal and 1 personal foul and a -3 and plus minus. And then Jordan Walsh, I like the defense he was playing as an individual, but he only had 2 points in 16 minutes. He went 1 of 2 from the field. He had 3 rebounds. He had 1 turnover. All of his rebounds was offensive besides 1 that was defensive. He also had 2 personal fouls, was a -7 and plus minus. I mean, we got to do more, and we got to play better if we're going to beat the better teams. And we have done some of that this year, but some things have went our way, and just a poor performance sometimes with shooting the basketball has been our Achilles heel of why we lose a lot of games. But you can say that about a lot of teams, but the Celtics, they pride themselves in getting a lot of three-point shots up, but they can get them off better. They can do it better, and hopefully we can figure that out before the season is over and before Tatum comes back, because then we can be a real serious threat. If we're defending like we're defended in this game, foul just a little bit less and make more shots, we can be a tough team to beat and put out in the playoffs like we always have been of this decade, a little bit of the last one. Tobias Harris had the mismatch game going. He took the most shots on the team for the Pistons with 20. He had 25 points, and that was the most points on the team. He played 35 minutes. He went 11 of 20 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. He kept getting the open looks from 3, so that was something that you would live with, even if he could have shot it better. But he didn't shoot it terrible. Not only that, I mean, the fadeaway was really going for him, and he's really good at that. He has always been that way throughout his entire career. He only had 3 rebounds, though, an assist, a turnover, and a block. He did also have 4 personal fouls, and he was a 0 and plus minus. Duncan Robinson, he was a guy that really made some good shots, especially from 3, but he did go 5 of 11 and 5 of 13 from the field. He had 15 points in 32 minutes. This is why they picked him up, because he can pass, he can score a little bit, and he can also hit those threes, and that's what they needed. 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Jalen Duren, he played 31 minutes, 18 points. He was 8 of 12 from the field. He did a good job of finishing strong around the rim and finding ways to get open to be able to do it. 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 9 boards. The 9 boards ended up being the most on the team. He also had 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 3 offensive rebounds. He almost fouled out. He finished with 5. He could have played longer if he didn't. He was a -4 and plus minus. And Cade, they locked him up. They made everything tough for him. They was blocking the shot constantly. They was forcing him to pick up his dribble early. They was forcing him to shoot shots he really didn't want to take. And he finished 0 of 4 from 3. He finished 4 of 17 from the field. He did go 8 of 10 from the free throw line. That was good that he was able to do that. But other than that, the 14 assists is how he really hurt the Celtics. He just kept finding any type of teammate, any type of place. And that's just because he has good patient and court vision. And it's just good that he delivered the passes on time and on target. And that's one of the biggest reasons why they won this game, is because he found all 8 role players in playing their role, and he gave it to them as fast as he could and as accurately as he could. 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls was the end of his night, but he was a +2 and plus minus. And then Osor Thompson, he played 28 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field. He kept attacking, but he didn't take a lot of shots. He didn't really get a lot of opportunities, but he made best with what he got. He was 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 7 boards, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 4 steals, and a block. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -6 and plus minus. Everybody off the bench did score. Everybody in the starting lineup did get a rebound or assist, and everybody off the bench also had a rebound or more. Also, Isaiah Stewart had a nice block on Jalen Duren in this one. 21 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 5. I mean, not on Jalen Duren, on them is Kada. My bad. 21 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, no turnovers, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +8 and plus minus. Good game from him. He really brought it, and he's been one of their best players for years. Rhino Holland, 12 minutes. He only had 3 points because he went 1 of 4 from the field, or 1 from 3, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. So it worked out for him a little bit because he also had 4 rebounds and an assist and a steal, which is showing you that he was able to play, a good game in other areas too, besides just putting the ball in the basket. 3 personal fouls, a +3 and plus minus. Javonte Green, 7 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field. It was a 3 that he made and missed. He had 1 rebound and a block. 0 personal fouls, a +4 and plus minus. Karis LeVert, 17 minutes, 2 points, 1 to 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, a steal, a turnover, 4 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. He kept getting good looks. He just really couldn't make any of them besides one. Other than that, he still did other things too that can change the tide of a game, just like Jaden Ivey. He ended up getting fouled, but he went 1 to 2 from the free throw line, but he also went 2 of 3 from 3. So he finished with 7 points in 17 minutes. He had 2 boards, 2 assists, and 2 turnovers and 2 blocks. And like I said, those little things did matter in the end of the game and throughout the game. 1 offensive rebound. He only had 2 total anyway. And he was a +2 and plus minus. And then the comparisons, 83 field goals from the Celtics, 40%. 88 for the Pistons. They shot 43%. 41 threes attempted by the Celtics. They finished at 32%. The Pistons shot 35. They finished at 31%. 30 free throws taken by the Celtics, 80%. 23 by the Pistons, 74%. 47 rebounds total by the Celtics as a team. 40 for the Pistons, 24 assists from the Pistons, 13 for the Celtics, 14 turnovers for the Celtics, only 6 from the Pistons. You don't see that every day. That's a tough thing to do against NBA teams, but it happened tonight for the Pistons, and they needed it to be able to win this game. 9 steals from the Pistons, 5 from the Celtics, 9 blocks from the Pistons, 4 from the Celtics, 9 offensive rebounds from the Pistons, 16 from the Celtics. Both teams had 31 defensive rebounds, 25 Pistons personal fouls, 23 ended up being what the Celtics did. And like I said, the Celtics did shoot better percentage and more free throws, and it can be that way. But it doesn't matter that much when you don't end the game with the win. Of course, I'm mad. Of course, I'm not happy about it. But I do respect the Pistons. I like how they play. I like what they do. I like how they go about their business. They're a team that don't have any crazy amount of talent, but they figure out how to get it done on both ends of the court. And they just play a good brand of team basketball. You can tell they love playing with each other. They believe in each other. They trust in each other. They want the best from each other. And they don't mind deferring to each other, even if K does the heavy lifting and he tries to do as much as he can to put his team in the winning position. That's why they have the #1 team in the East, because they understand their roles and they understand what they're trying to do as a team, and they go out there and do it at a high level. And then the Celtics, like I said, we don't shoot the ball well. We have a good chance of losing like any other team. And then on top of that, Derek White couldn't make a bucket. And he's a big part of what we do on both ends of the court. If he has an off night, especially against a team as talented as the Pistons and as well coached as the Pistons, is a good chance we're going to lose that game, even if we have an opportunity to win it. But, you got to win, you got to lose. Part of the regular season, it is what it is. And we just got to learn from it and try to play better and try to execute better and try to get better and easier looks for our offense instead of just rushing and throwing up shots just because we feel like we can make it. I feel like the green light has been good and bad for the Celtics all season, and that's just something that they have to fix because it is a controllable thing that they can do, and it is going to be something that can help them against any team in the league because you got to beat all of them to get a good record, which we do have, but if we want to keep it, we still have to learn and grow and make adjustments to be a better team by the end of the season and throughout the season. And hopefully we can do it before the playoffs. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Other than that, peace.